Hey, it's Mike Curtis with Trader's Edge. Preston likes to call me Right Hand Mike, but in this video today, Preston's going to teach you about our T.I.N.A Principle. T.I.N.A stands for There Is No Alternative. And it's something that you can use as you analyze some trade opportunities to help guide your decisions. I think you're going to love it. Dive right in.
For the size of company this post-COVID move is just hardly without a hiccup. And so it sold off yesterday and some today. I mean, great. I mean, it just kind of has to do it from time to time. It's still trading above its 50-day moving average. I believe they have earnings. They've got to be next week. But that's going to cause a ripple. Now, let's just talk about the T.I.N.A principle right now. And some of you have heard me say this before, but T.I.N.A, T-I-N-A. And T.I.N.A stands for There Is No Alternative. Just remember this little thing, T.I.N.A. There's no alternative. There is no alternative. There's no other alternative. And what are we talking about? It's for money to get to work in this low of interest rate environment that we have and can foresee. For just, I mean, they got to go up at some point. But with these abnormally low interest rates, money is attracted. There's no other alternative for money to get to work other than in stocks. Now, can money go to the sidelines for a little bit? Sure. Can it sector hop? Because look at there's a couple of, well, I'm a little rusty here. I'm gonna get my little pen back. But if we look at like 3M, I mean, today it's like, oh, stocks are down again. Everything's selling up. I mean, 3M's in the green. So, money might be finding a home in an industrial name like this. But money, so it can go back and forth from sectors, but there's no other alternative. This is the stock market, and for the risk reward for money to go to work in there is just no other game in town. So what do we take from that? Why do we care? Well, we're gonna have a market sell-off, and big deal. Almost when these happen, it's a freaking relief. And I try to keep the stuff in the background as we arrive on a Friday and we look at positions and say, okay, well, what are we going to do with this? And, let me just talk about Intel first, and I'm going to talk about Facebook and what we can be thinking about that. One of the big pieces of startling news today is one of the most stalwart legacy tech names, Intel, is really shocking the world today. INTC. And look at this volume party here. So the stock's down 16% in one day. The volume already is 88 million. It averages 23 million. I mean, this is going to be today's volume is going to go down in the hundreds of millions for Intel. Now, when you happen along a headline in your Intel where, oh, there's been a lot of headlines. Well, no, it was toward the top. This is the headline you do not want to see. 16 minutes ago, Intel plunges as it weighs exit from manufacturing chips. That's like saying the Sam Adams Beer Company is considering to not brew beer anymore. I mean, you got to be kidding me. So just this having the name it has and having a confusing headline like that, and they did announce earnings, so this is the crowd's reaction to earnings. And are they going to make chips? I can't even believe it. Well, AMD's loving it today. Let's look at their volume. Already equals a normal day's volume here as the first hour ends. Look at this. 57 million shares it averages every day. It's right there. And Taiwan Semiconductor is also loving this news. They're up on double the normal volume already in an hour.